Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Georg Mack Plays the Classics. Kunio-kun! Alex. Sam is the protagonist in Super Dodgeball. The Kunio-kun games all hold the spot of fondness in my heart. This is the first sports spin-off of the franchise, of which there were a lot. You take control of a plucky team of high schoolers and have to compete in a series of dodgeball matches to become world champion. Teams consist of 6 players. 3 are positioned in the inner court, and 3 are positioned in the outer court around the opponent's side. You can choose which of your team is positioned where before the match begins. Each player is rated on a number of statistics: their total energy, throwing power, throwing technique, ball break, how you curve the ball, agility, catch technique, ability to catch the ball, and damage capacity, defensive power. The World Cup mode puts you in a series of 8 matches against teams with specific strengths. You start with fellow U.S. representatives. Each player is strong in one of the stats. England has a high technique, which doesn't help them much. India's players have super high defense, meaning they only take a couple damage points when hit. Iceland's players have a lot of energy. They also have an icy court, which pushes you back when catching the ball. China are great at catching, but also good at technique and agility. Kenya's players are all super quick. They play on sand, which will slow their opponents down. The semifinals are against Japan, a strong all-around but slow team. The finals pit you against the USSR, who are very powerful, strong defenders, and great catchers. Gameplay is pretty simple. You can walk with the D-pad, run with a double tap of the D-pad, pass with the A button, throw at your opponents with the B button, jump with the A and B buttons. Most players have special power shots that can be activated by running to the middle of the court and throwing at the right time. Secondary shots can be done by running and jumping and throwing at the right time. There are several different kinds of shots, some being more useful than others. On defense, you can duck throws with the A button and attempt to catch throws with the B button. I got a lot more use out of catching. You can choose from easy, normal, or difficult before you play. I went through normal with no problem, and had to play difficult twice as I lost against the USSR the first time. As I played, I learned that knocking an opponent down with a power shot, and then beating him with the sideline players before he could recover was a good tactic for fast damage. There's also a versus mode where you can choose any team to play with, and beanball mode, which I'll call the first battle royal game type. You choose to play as one member of Team USA, and are tasked with knocking out all 5 other players at a King of the Mountain type game. When it comes to grading Super Dodgeball on NES, graphics get a 2.5. Sprites are varied in looks. Backgrounds are very nice. Incessant flickering knocks the grade down significantly. Sound gets a 3.0. Music is also varied by stage and goes with the country of play. They all sound good. Gameplay gets a 2.5. There are a lot of controls, but the game is very simple to learn and play. I came out wishing for more depth. Difficulty gets a 2.0. Even the difficult setting isn't very hard. It's a pattern of catch, run, throw, back up, repeat. Fun factor gets a 2.5. It's an enjoyable time, but nothing groundbreaking. Playing against another person of the same relative skill level is probably more entertaining than the computer. Overall, Super Dodgeball earns a 2.5 and gets a B-. It's a perfectly fine game. You can play it for a while, enjoy it, and put it down for something a bit meatier. Well, that's going to do it for me for today. Please make sure to like this video. Let me know what you think of Super Dodgeball in the comments. Please subscribe to Head Drop Productions here on YouTube, because we want to cheer for each and every video we release, because it is your destiny.